Fearless Pioneer.
Yo, what is going on, guys? EJ here, bringing another Lord of the Rings Rise to War video. Today, guys, there's a quick few updates before we get into it. There's been a lot of stuff going on my server since you last seen. As you can now see on the screen, we captured the ring. There was a huge, massive battles over the weekend in which our United faction, ourselves and Gondor, were able to capture the ring, as well as drive and clear out all of these areas all around the ring. It was absolutely crazy. I was super busy doing a lot of battles. Like, it was really cool. I wish I recorded some, but I was just so busy. They built like a mini Hobbiton here. They built like about like, oh, it was crazy. There was like about like 30 like Hobbit camps in that here. It was pretty fun. But yeah, we had a lot of fun there. But anyway, guys, today we are going to be talking about Tier 1 Commanders Special Unique Gear. The best way to show you guys is to go in here. We're going to be talking about the Tier 1s today. I will be doing future videos on all the Tier 2s and the Tier 3s. The Tier 2 is going to be a very long video, that's for sure. But yeah, we're going to just go over all the Tier 1's unique equipment, because a lot of you guys probably have your Commanders up to Respect 10 now. As you can see, I have a couple. I haven't dabbled too much because I've been pretty lucky and have a few Tier 3s and stuff like that I work with. And unique gear I try to unlock on the Tier 2s. But we're going to start with Merry and Pippin and work our way across the top and down to the bottom. We're going to have just a look at their gear, all the stats and everything it does, see whether you think it's worth using or not. And then we're going to basically give a rating in which I think is the best and such. So let's get into it. Rightio, guys. So let's go into Merry and Pippin. So once you got him Respect 10, you unlock his special equipment, which is the Barrow Blade. So it's only used for Merry and Pippin, of course. It is going to give you, at the base low level, it's going to give you Might plus 12, Commander Focus plus 8, and Army Speed for Hobbits and Ents plus 7. Which is really good if you want to use Ents on Merry and Pippin, who work really well with them. Their skill tree also has the ability to increase Hobbit and Ents speed as well. And then their special ability Last March. Allied Ents units recover 10% HP once when Hobbits units perform an action. So you need to have Hobbit units as well as paired with Ents for this ability to work. So you're going to have a pretty slow troop of Ents and have access to Hobbits as well for this special equipment to come in handy. Alright, let's move on to the next one, shall we, guys? Ori, a commander I've never really touched much. He has a pretty interesting skill set, to say the least. All these dwarf commanders are sort of the same, pretty much. They've all got, like, Warrior of the Lonely Mountain and everything. They're basically all the same. But let's have a look at his special equipment if you have been working on him, which is going to be his Dwarven Slingshot. So at the base, remember, you can strengthen these up, and it takes gold equipment, and you can refine them, but it's going to take you 60 of the Mithril to level it up. And then when you get up to, I think, the 4th level, it costs like 120 per time. But at base, it's going to give you plus 6 might, 14 focus, and army speed for dwarves plus 8. Now, the special ability of Perfect Planning. Round 4 and onwards, allied dwarves range units, 50% chance of causing maximum damage each round. So this could be really good with your master throwers, to so say. Rightio, moving on, guys. The next one is going to be HALDIR. Now, HALDIR is a great commander. Now, his special equipment, I've seen a few people unlock it. It's the March Warden outfit. As you can see, its abilities of Might plus 10, Focus plus 8, Commander Speed plus 6, and Army HP plus 1 for elves at the base is quite well. Now, as you can see, Wardens of the Forest. Elven units gain initiative and defense plus 5 when battling on wooden land. So, I guess it would be very useful, like, when defending your own areas or on wooden places. Initiative, basically, it's going to give you the chance to attack first, and it's going to increase your defense. Pretty decent, but the special ability is going to be hard to use because, like, you don't know when you're going to be battling on woodlands all the time. The next one, guys, is probably the one that I'm going to be rating right up there, if not the absolute best out of the tier 1s, is DWALIN. Now, I've seen a lot of people using his twin axes. They are extremely good. As you can see, at base, they give plus 14 might, 12 speed, and an army attack buff to dwarves plus 1. But this is the big one, the battle dance. DWALIN's normal attacks have a plus 20% chance of damage dealt plus 16.6%. And this is at base. If you refine this, it's going to go up even more. Now, with his portrait, as you can see, using things like Durin's Blood, which is going to buff your commander skill damage, paired with his axes, is going to be very powerful. So that's why it is a very highly rated tier 1 special unique equipment for the commanders. The next one we have is EOWYN, who I do have her at respect level 10, so I could unlock. I'm actually working on her at the moment. I'm going to be doing a video on her soon. I got to think up to like level 46 at the moment. And I should be able to probably unlock this. I've just got to battle some large units, so it shouldn't be too hard. But as you can see, it increases Commander's Might plus 16 and Army Defense for Men plus 10, which is extremely good. And the Shield Maiden's Coven, the Shield Maiden's Cover, the first 4 rounds melee units, range damage received minus 5%. So this is going to be very useful when versing like Lotr and stuff like that, when they got their March Wardens and things like that. So pretty useful skill there with, I should say, on Rohan's Refuge. The next one we have is BORROMIR, guys, who I actually have his horn unlocked. He's the only one that I've done so far, but as you can see, it increases Commander Might plus 11, Commander Speed plus 8, and Army Defense plus 10. Round 6 and onwards, allied manish units damage dealt plus 10%. So you're going to do a lot more damage in the higher rounds and get a good buff of might and defense for men. I can give you a bit of a better idea because I actually do have BORROMIR. So if you give me 2 seconds, we can go back out to my commanders here. I'm not really using BORROMIR at the moment, but I can show you it when it's a bit strengthened and stuff like that of what it will look. It will give plus 30%. I don't have it fully refined here at the moment because I haven't been using it. But basically, when this hits 100, this will be doubled. So you get like 22 might, 20 defense, and 16 speed. Alright guys, the next one we have here is HIRGON, who we all know is extremely good at doing siege, guys. I've actually never looked at his unique equipment, so this is going to be pretty interesting for all of us to have a look at. So, as you can see, it increases might plus 10, focus plus 9, and army speed men plus 8. Now, its sub-ability of dual heritage, allied units recover received plus 10% when your army is comprised of only men. So basically, that's going to be very useful there, so to say. But yeah, he is very good. I've never really seen him, a lot of people use him for PvP, but he's very, very, very good for sieging. He has a lot of siege ability. Last but not least, guys, is FARAMIR, who is a very uncommon used character, but is also extremely good. And I think that his special unique equipment is quite extremely good, as you will see. So, you will get a buff, 4 buffs here, of Might plus 10, Focus plus 10, Speed plus 4, and Army Defense Men plus 5. But the Athelian Ambush is great. As you can see, for the first 2 rounds, FARAMIR and allied range units gain initiative and damage dealt plus 10%, which is extremely good. I think this is a very, very, very good piece of unique equipment. I'd say probably up there with one of the absolute best for the T1s. But yeah, now then guys, let's rate them in order in which I think are the best. So in first, as you can see, I'm going to have to go with DWALIN. He is absolutely amazing with his twin axes. Coming in at a close second, surprisingly, will be FARAMIR with his beautiful, beautiful coat there. So yeah, FARAMIR will be coming in second with his Ranger's cape. The next one, guys, I will have to say, without a doubt, I'll go with BORROMIR's horn, to say the least, is really good. Followed by that, I would go with EOWYN's shield. Now, the next one I would go with is HALDIR. I would rate him a lot higher up there if it wasn't just for being wooden. Now, if it was for every tile and stuff like that of the buffs, he'd be right up there, probably in second position behind DWALIN. The next one, simply, I would probably go with Merry and Pippin, followed by a close Ori, and then the last one, HIRGON. Even though it looks pretty good, he's not the best PvPer and stuff like that, and he's better off just to be used as a sieger, guys. So yeah, hopefully that gives you an idea of the equipment, their skills and everything like that. Yeah, and hopefully if some of you guys have got these guys at the respect level 10, I would love to see some of these things in battle and stuff like that. I'd love to see their equipment in use. So yeah, guys, until next time, peace out, EJ's out, and I'll catch you guys later. See yous. Thousands songs of the EJU.